Hello everybody, and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will, and we're back today for another episode of City of Mist: King's Hustle. And it's been like 3 or 4 weeks because Christmas and holidays and shit, but we're back now, and we're back for more fun times as one happy family that we all love. Yes! So let's get into the drama, everybody. Let's get our hearts ripped out again by one of his awesome roleplay. Let's go around and meet the custom crew. Metamancer, how have you been? How you doing?
Hi, I've been good, I think. It's been a very long few weeks since our last episode, which makes me sad, but I'm glad we're back. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. We left on some really big bombs at the end of the last episode. So yeah, that recap should be fun.
Absolutely, amazing. We've got Morphe back with us today. Morphe, how's it going, my friend?
Good to be back. Feels like it's been a very, very long time, so I'm really looking forward to tonight, and we're getting down to the last few episodes, so I'm pretty excited to see it all either come together or fall apart, as it has been so far with this squad, but it's going to be exciting, so yeah, happy to be back, and I hope everybody had a great Christmas and a good New Year's.
Absolutely. Awesome. We have Blue Jay back with us tonight. Blue Jay, how's it going?
Hi, I was just writing down like the date for today in my notes, and I was like 12. Nope, it's not. No, it's not December anymore. It's been almost a month. Like, it's crazy. So, but we ended on such a fucking massive bombshell that like there wasn't really anything to forget. IMO. I'm just like, I sat down and I was like, what happened last time? And I was like, holy shit, that's what happened last time. So I'm really excited to see how the group continues from here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Awesome. We've got Miss Magic back with us today. Miss Magic, how's it going?
It's going great. Happy to be back. Yeah, it's been quite a long few weeks, but as a reminder for everybody, I play Sana Sonata, our resident saxophonist / gambler, and we'll see how things go for Sana in these next few episodes. I'm very much looking forward to how things will conclude for her, and we shall see. But yeah, it's good to be back.
Fantastic. And of course, we have Pumpkinberry with us tonight. PB, how's it going?
Hello. Hi, guys. Sorry, my cam is not working at the moment, but hello. I'm super happy to be back. I'm playing Ava. And things were super intense when we left off, and I was not expecting it. And it was probably one of the most exciting roleplay sessions I had with a group where, you know, we were at such odds, our characters, and, you know, I feel like it was because we trusted each other so much. So I'm very, very excited to see where this goes.
Absolutely. And tonight we're playing Russell Gibbs. He's the world's greatest dad, and he just got shot. That's all you need to know about him. All of those facts are true. Well, at least one of them. Before we get into today's game, I want to remind you guys of a couple of things. The first of which is we're sponsored by City of Mist. They got some cool new stuff out, in fact, on City of Mist. And they've got new pre-orders up on their website. They're up to 30% off discount right now, so you can go pre-order PDFs, books. It's all restocked back on their website, so go to cityofmist.co and go check it out right now. And they've got some beautiful accessories, and everything is like discounted right now. So it's go and check it out. It's fucking awesome. Awesome role-playing game. We love it, and we've been having a lot of fun here playing it. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it as well. And of course, our usual sponsors include fancygrounds.com, our virtual tabletop of choice. Go check it out. Download it for free on Steam, the demo version, or online on their website, fancygrounds.com. WaylandGames.co.uk is a go-to destination for tabletop board games, war games, and more at up to 20% off the retail value. And last but not least, Tabletop Loot give away a set of dice here on the channel live in the live stream when we hit 20 retweets. So go ahead and retweet the tweet if you like and you want some dice. You can, of course, donate to affect the game by giving players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, and more. And if you're watching on YouTube, why don't you come along and join us for a live stream sometime? We're here every Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern, is when you can join us for the live show. But let's hand over to Metamancer. Boy, it's like Rudy said, almost been a month. So, Metamancer, let's get into this recap and let's pick up with today's episode. Excited.
All right, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet for the recap because we have a lot to cover still for the remainder of the season. So, TLDR stuff was that our group infiltrated the Gentlemen's Club via the ruse of Sana performing and then them doing a skit of Die Hard, the movie. It went over really well, and they managed to track down one of their targets to a private room in which they discussed the quill, or whatever it is. This is the artifact that has been elusive to very many people, where he warned that he wasn't trying to get it. He was trying to keep people from actually obtaining this, essentially a weapon, really. And then the bomb dropped with Gibbs and some of the other party members revealing that they kept something from Nancy, which was that they weren't going to give this artifact to Camila after all. There was quite a lot of back and forth where Ava was trying to convince Nancy to stay, threatening to shoot her, and Gibbs, being the world's greatest dad, ran in front of the bullet in the last minute and took the hit instead. So he's currently bleeding out on the floor, I think, while the rest of the group continued to argue until a knock on the door came, and the first person that opened the door saw within somebody that Gibbs recognized. The one and only Pablo. The taco demon. It was Pablo, right?
It was
He definitely was a taco demon.
Yep.
And he introduced himself again and then let Gibbs know that Anatoly says hello. Anatoly being somebody from a previous campaign who is also Hades, the god of the underworld. So,
totally cool.
Pedro. It's Pedro, not Pablo. That's what it was.
Pedro, yes. Yeah, I felt like it was wrong.
I don't know why I
second,
thought Pablo. I was like, wait, that's wrong. That's definitely wrong. Okay, Pedro, the taco demon.
Forgive us, Pedro, we have sinned.
Forgive us, please. Don't smite us with tacos. Oh, wait. Yes, please do. All right. So that's pretty much where things left off last episode. We're going to jump back into it. I think Sana was the one who actually opened the door, if I'm not mistaken.
Did any that freeze for anybody else? I just got a frozen.
Am I frozen?
I think we're good. I think it's good now.
Okay. I think we're good.
Okay.
Okay. Meta, I missed the last thing you said. I heard, I think Sana, and then
I think you were the one who specifically opened the door, but I'm not. I feel like you were, because you didn't recognize him, but he saw Gibbs on the floor.
You could be right, actually. That sounds familiar.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go with that. Sana, you've opened the door. There's a strange man, though he doesn't look like a normal man. He doesn't look like an obvious demon either, but he's definitely, there's something off about him. But he has a grin on his face. He looks quite jolly, actually, and very much obviously engaging eye contact with Gibbs, who's still bleeding.
Pedro?
Hey, how's it going, boss? I brought some tacos.
This is not a great time, if I'm honest, Pedro. It's not Tuesday, for starters. Not many tacos around here, and we're kind of in the middle of something.
I mean, I see there's a pool of blood starting right there.
It's just my friend shot me.
Did you get shot?
Yeah, I was just being a good dad.
Oh, you're a dad. Congratulations. Wait, you were a dad. What happened to your kids?
It's the whole thing. I've lost a lot of blood. Actually, I'm not feeling so great.
We should get you to...
Yeah. Well, we can talk about that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna die right now. So, what does Anatoly want this time?
Oh, no. He heard about the thing that you guys are doing, so it's kind of like a big deal. Because, stuff. It's just...
sorry.
Not
who are you?
Break up the party or whatever, but...
Sorry, guys. This is Pedro.
You did just get shot. And...
Yeah, Gibbs...
Probably do something.
We bandaged it up. We're not gonna die. It's just my leg.
It's a grace. I mean, Sorry,
We should
kids.
take you to a hospital or a doctor.
It's okay. I'm gonna be fine. We're kind of in the middle of something. We'll get me to a doctor later tonight. But in the meantime, this is Pedro. He's a demon, and he loves tacos. He and I have
What?
worked together in the past. I don't know
Wait,
exactly
demon?
how, but he's definitely a demon.
Yeah. I was manifested, like, out of nowhere. It was great. I was residing in the stomach of a man named Faust. It was great. And then the doctor cut me out. It was this whole ordeal, and the doctor really didn't like
ugly.
me. He tried to kill me. It was just
Okay,
It was like
all
a
right.
birth scene,
Like
like a
I-
cesarean.
aliens
Yeah.
or something, you know, like you just come out of the.
It was more like
A
Aliens
lot.
2, kind of more disappointing in some ways.
Oh, I
Because
never.
it's Pedro. Well, there you go.
And-
they kept me in a cooler once too.
And you said you know what we're doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what are we doing,
Yeah.
That's a good
Pe-
question.
Pedro?
You're trying to get an artifact that you should not be trying to get. Although, if you did manage to
Oh,
pull it off, I
great.
imagine a lot of other people would pay a lot of money for it. Or other things.
Pedro, not needed. Just the part about we shouldn't be getting the artifact.
That's what Hades said. I mean, totally. Oh, I'm not supposed to use his regular name. Oops.
Yeah.
And
So this
Anatoly.
Anatoly guy, he's like a crime lord, and also happens to be Hades. And that's
Oh.
how the demon stuff works. And I suspect, does Anatoly have a finger in the like a hand in the whole Jesse phone thing, like rebirth demon shit?
I'm really fucking confused right now.
As am
But-
I.
Honestly,
Are we famous?
what? We just need to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do with Ricardo here, and honestly get the
Oh, yeah.
fuck out. Because if someone didn't hear that gunshot, someone probably heard that. We should go,
Oh yeah, probably. I heard it downstairs.
and we
Well,
should
I
get
mean,
you to a
we had-
doctor.
We had the fake guns going for the rest of the.
They might think it's part of the
Yeah.
show.
They might think
Oh,
it's
that's
part of the
true.
show.
I missed the show. There was a show. What was the
It
show?
was great, actually. Yeah, it was Die Hard. We were recreating Die Hard, and yeah.
What
I've
could have
watched
been
that
the
so
best
many
night of
times.
my life?
Right. Okay. So, yeah, Jesse, sorry to call you out, but yep, that definitely has something to do with that whole thing. We'll deal with that later. And, okay. I mean, like, I guess I could leave you to it, but, probably shouldn't leave.
Were you here for some
found-
specific reason, or
You could call. I mean, you have my number.
Oh, yeah, I lost my phone again.
Oh,
I think I ate it with a taco.
What?
it happens with Pedro. It's
You
not the first
wait.
time.
I'm sorry. You rolled up your phone into a taco and then you ate it?
Not on purpose.
Oh,
I got really excited when I
so
eat
which
tacos.
part wasn't on purpose? Was it rolling your phone up inside of a taco, or eating the taco with your phone inside of it?
The second part.
So you definitely meant to roll your phone up into a taco. Okay. I wasn't
One of those-
sure. I just thought I would
One of those
clarify
flip
that part.
phones. It's kind of easy, I guess.
don't talk about eating phones around Jessie. She might get a little scared.
Good point.
Oh.
Anyway,
Did-
Pedro, it was lovely meeting you. I don't know if you have some business with Gibbs, but I think it's time, Gibbs, we take you out now before anybody else comes up here. I don't want any more visitors.
I kind of want to see this thing through. I mean, we'll just pretend that I just fake got shot, like someone in Die Hard.
Who gives a fuck? We came here to talk to Ricardo. We talked to Ricardo. He's right fucking here. We know what he knows, and we don't need it anymore. What we gotta do is find the fucking bronze man.
Okay.
All this
Did-
like divisive bullshit, we already tabled that. So we should go sew up your fucking gunshot wound that you're making light of like it's no fucking big deal. I don't know how many times you've been shot, but it's a big fucking deal. So
Scissor
we
mine
should
first.
go.
All right. We'll take me to a hospital. Pedro, Anatoly doesn't need anything, right?
No, just Jesse for like a short, just a little bit.
Can Crane?
She
Go
wasn't
with her?
responding to the summons, so here I am. Okay, it's
I look to Crane sort of nervously. She can come with a friend, right? If Crane can take her with you?
oh yeah. I mean, if he wants to meet the big man, sure.
Oh yes.
I think he's gonna wanna.
So people are talking about us, are they? You know who we are.
See the way that it works
You
is
guys are
there's
public.
like the big dogs at the top of the food chain, right? Camilla is one of the big dogs. Sometimes the dogs fight, right? Because they want the bone. Everybody wants the one bone. That's happening right there, but they can't have it. Only one person can. So basically, right now there's a little bit of a fight. Camilla did something, hiring people of ability to obtain something. It's very dangerous. And some of the others disagree with that move, so they're working against her, and it's kind of dangerous.
Well,
And I was like, I'll go talk to them because I know Gibbs. If Gibbs is in the crew, obviously there can't be that bad because of the stuff that he's done before. So
We've got an understanding, I guess. Yeah.
yeah,
Professional courtesy. Appreciate
there you
it.
go. Yeah.
Trust me, guys. We wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of this Anatoly guy. He's someone we should steer clear of, and I'm sure we can have a conversation and it'll all get sorted out in no time.
Steer
And
clear
Gibbs
of. You
definitely-
just volunteered me to go and meet the man.
You don't want to. If you have to meet him, you don't want to have to meet him alone. And Gibbs definitely looks nervous when talking about this guy.
Well, is anybody else going to come with us?
I can, but my leg.
So this fucking
Yeah, you should get that fixed.
Anatoly bullshit. He's the one that you've got a contract with, right, Jesse?
Yeah, I do.
The contract that we would need to take care of if we were to cut ties with Camilla.
Yeah.
Ava, you're the one that's so fucking set on cutting those ties. You should fucking go talk to him.
well, I can cut ties without severing the contract. Sorry, Jesse.
Oh, are you gonna kill me? Is that what that means? Is that what she
No,
means?
no. What? No.
She's
You
just saying
shot
she doesn't give
somebody.
a shit about you.
If I can
That's what she's
throw
saying.
just another angle in here, Anatoly, he's like the top of the food chain when it comes to criminal organizations. I bet that Francis Thornbottom, owes him a favor or two. The guy that Nancy owes some money to.
Well, she doesn't know.
Well,
him anymore.
evidently, I don't owe anybody anything anymore, so Francis Thornbottom can get fucked.
Well, exactly. Some revenge, I guess. Just something to be aware of. I don't want to get too much involved with all this again. So let's play nice.
I'll go.
I'll go too. If this involves Thornbottom. If he's involved with him.
Well,
I'll take
I
you
mean,
to-
Anatoly is got everybody really. And
Any more information I can get about him is better. The more, the better. So
Okay.
I'd be willing to talk to this Anatoly guy.
yeah,
Excellent.
Cool.
So,
Good.
daddy,
We've been
daughter trip
sorted.
to the
I'll take-
hospital. Everybody
I'll
else.
take him to see Abuela. He doesn't need to go to a fucking hospital. They ask too many questions.
Yeah, that's a better idea. Take him there.
All right, sorted. Let's fucking go. Sorry, I'm swearing a lot. Blue Jay says sorry, not Nancy.
All right. So Ricardo's still sitting there. He's like,
oh yeah, what should we do about Ricardo?
see you guys, I guess.
Bye.
Oh fuck Ricardo, I don't even care. And I
Have a
go to like
nice
help
day.
pick up Gibbs, you know, and just walk out like whatever he fucking wants to do. I don't even care.
Same.
Great. Nice
Good
to
to
meet
do
you
that.
all.
Yep. Bye.
All right. So Pedro's coming along with you guys. Party split off with Gibbs and Nancy going to, who was it?
Abuela. We used
Right.
her in a previous episode.
That's right. That's right.
To help me, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That was EP1, wasn't it?
I think
it
one or
was
two.
Second one.
Yeah.
Two. It was
Yeah.
episode 2. Her grandnephew makes tequila. I wrote down because that's a very important note to have.
All right. Very good. So Pedro basically follows you guys out. He waits for you all to pass and then kind of goes along. You guys make your way out. A few people are kind of like trying to figure out what happened because the show kind of stopped in the middle of everything. And everybody's trying to find something better to do or start drinking again, or continue rather. And overall, it seems like nobody's really taken too much notice, though there was that gunshot. We don't know if something resulted from that or not, but as of right now, you guys aren't like being stopped or anything like that. So, let's swing into the conversation between Gibbs and Nancy on either the ride over or when you guys get there or afterward. It's up to you if you want to do any type of interactions.
Right. I think like Nancy probably is like helping him because he got shot in the leg, right? So Nancy's probably like helping him walk and like helping him get into the car and like fuming silently during the car ride and just like staring out the window. And when we get to Abuela's basement, she's like talking in Spanish with her. So like on purpose excluding him from the conversation, right? Except for she does give him a bottle of tequila. She's not gonna exclude him that much. He's getting sewn up. Like you gotta have your. But yeah, I feel like there's like that moment at the end when Abuela is like done and like wipes her hands and like walks out, that she's like on purpose leaving us alone or whatever. And Nancy's just like sitting leaning against a counter like with a bottle of tequila in one hand, like kind of looking at the floor.
Yeah, no, Gibbs is known best to remain silent for the most part. He also feels a lot of awkwardness around everything that's happened. But he will bring it up at some point, I guess, when there's like a long enough time has passed.
The whole time, huh? You knew that Ava was just. You didn't say anything. That was the whole plan. You're just.
Well, it kind of got out of hand. I mean, first of all, I get a vision, and then I think, well, you know, Crane's someone I can trust. He's a kind of dependable sort of guy. Maybe he's a little kooky, sure, but, you know, kind of ended up opening up to him about it because he didn't seem like a fan of Camilla's. And then the other guys just... This was before our realization. There was a feeling that maybe you would go and tell Camila and that might not be a good thing, so we were waiting for an opportune moment.
You and Crane. Not Ava.
No. I mean, me and Crane, Ava and Sana, I don't know exactly how they got it out of us. It came up in a conversation, and then the group of us all decided. But first of all, it was just me and Crane. First of all, it was me, then it was Crane, then it was me, Crane, Sana, and Ava, and then it was all of us. So here we are. Simple when you think about it.
Yeah,
Well,
you know what? I fucking thought
and
this was bullshit. Never
this
trust
was like-
anyone but yourself.
This was like yesterday. Well, by your own logic, then we shouldn't have trusted with anyone. I should have just kept it all to myself. Slowly, we've revealed to everyone what's going on.
Except me.
It's been a busy time. I mean, I can't even keep track of who's a person and who's a phone. And there have been a lot of, I don't know, pancakes coming in and out. There's been brass men. I've been traveling for space and time. I haven't had ramen in a week. You know, there was just never a good moment. But I was going to tell you.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's that then. And Nancy's just kind of looking like probably the look that, like, the facial expression you're getting is very much like, I trusted people, I let my guard down, and, like, I got fucked. And, like, that's what I expected. Like, it always happens that way. It's a very much, like, she's kind of, like, disappointed in herself kind of look. And she, you know, rubs the back of her neck, and she's just, like, shaking her head a little bit. And she's like, the shit certainly hit the fan, so I'm not going anywhere until we've got this settled, but I'm not sticking around any longer than I have to either. All this family bullshit, I don't want any of it. You can keep it. And then she, like, downs the, like, the bottom of the bottle of tequila and, like, is just like, I'm fucking, like, I think she knows that she has to help you up the stairs, so she, like, turns around as though she's gonna, like, leave, and then she's like, you just had your legs sewed up. God damn it. And turns back.
Yeah. Okay, well, you know, that's kind of how I used to think as well, and it didn't make me happy. Sometimes those that you're close to, they hurt you. And that fucking sucks, but you know, if you shut it all out,
do you ever think maybe it's not other people, maybe it's you?
Sometimes, I guess, yeah. But it's a whole lot easier to sleep at night.
Blaming it on everyone else? Anyway, let's just go. You need to rest.
Fine. Yeah, they'll hop out the stairs.
I'm sorry, I'm an asshole.
All right. Let's swing over to the other group who is now following Pedro to an alleyway. And then subsequently around the corner to a large SUV.
Well, this isn't, you know.
Oh, it's fine.
sketchy
We're
or
not going to
anything.
kill you or anything. Not yet, I don't think.
What?
I say not yet as like a disclaimer to everything because honestly, I can't predict the future, so I don't know what's going to happen. Well, there could be a crazy person in the next place we go to try to eat my tacos and then they kill everybody. I don't know.
Lovely. So what's with these tacos? Are we gonna have a chance to try any?
Oh yeah. I always got tacos. You can have some in the SUV. There's like a little plate warmer too to keep them pretty warm for the new, like the warm ones, and then there's colder ones. It's great.
Why would you
Honestly,
eat a cold taco?
Well, like if you want to add lettuce and tomato and stuff, you don't want to keep those things warm. Well, sometimes you just want
So
like
what
the
do
meat
you-
and cheese.
Some sort of taco what now?
Taco demon, I guess. It was kind of like a nickname they gave me, and it just rolled with it.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Is there
because I like
a pancake
tacos.
one?
I don't know.
You
Maybe.
want to enlist and become a pancake demon?
Yeah, we're all about the pancakes. Tacos are great,
All right.
I don't want to be one,
technically
but if
make
there
a
was one, we
pancake
could
a taco.
hire one, sort of a, pancake butler.
Actually, I like that idea. I think that's a great
I
idea.
can ask around, I guess.
Yeah, please ask around. Let us know. We would be very interested in hiring out our very own pancake demon.
Yes.
I mean, you could always like manifest one, like what happened with me, I guess. Although you're gonna have to be a host for somebody.
How do we?
And then
what
cut
do you
him
mean,
out.
Host. What?
The whole ordeal was really traumatic, actually. Now that I think about it.
So we want to. Sorry, we want to summon a pancake demon, but one of us has to be a host.
Sorry. No, never mind. It's fine. We're not going to talk about it. I just realized that that's probably not something that another demon should have to go through. So let's not do it that way. Demons have feelings too.
Oh, I don't think we were suggesting otherwise.
Yeah, well, I'm just, general statement.
I'm sorry for your traumatic experience.
Thank you.
So this taco truck, let's see it.
Oh, it's just inside. There's tacos inside of the SUV. It's like, you'll see. Just go inside. It's just a nondescript SUV. Inside, there's a center console with like a row of tacos that have been individually wrapped in tin foil, and they're just kind of laid out. You can feel the heat from the little plate that's underneath. That's heating them, keeping them heated up. And he grabs one.
Sana grabs one too.
Yeah. Well, those are good. These are the best tacos in town. I go back every single time. It was when the apocalypse was happening. There was that one taco place that was open before it all went down. And they are the best tacos, hands down. Yeah.
Sorry, what? Apocalypse what?
Oh yeah, Gibbs isn't here. It was a great time. Oh, it was crazy. You should ask him about it sometime. But I totally bailed halfway through the battle. It was great. It was totally great. I was enjoying my tacos. There was an elevator involved. Top of a penthouse building. Broken windows. Pretty sure there was like a rainstorm. Oh yeah, there was definitely a rainstorm. There was like rain everywhere, lightning.
Gibbs saved the world.
Yeah,
trying to wrap my brain around Gibbs saving the world.
Helped. Yeah, no, I helped though, like a lot.
Gibbs,
you never brought this up to us.
Our Gibbs.
Yeah.
How?
Him and like a bunch of other people. He was kind of crazy.
Okay.
I mean, like, it wasn't solo. Like, I helped a lot. Like, I helped the most out of everybody. Honestly, it was really just me saving the world. I'm just kidding.
So he was in a team before, similar to this, then?
Oh, yeah, he was. It was all crazy. A bunch of people died. It was great. I mean, it was terrible, but yeah, people died.
Well,
there was like a whole big crow raven thing, just like out of nowhere. Fighting a dragon. It was so cool.
Oh, Pedro, I'm having some heartburn. Okay, we gotta stop talking about the apocalypse and the end of the world. Do you think that's what's happening? Is this are we stopping the end of the world?
I mean, technically, if somebody were to use this artifact.
Okay. Let's go talk to
Anatoly,
the god of death. Yeah.
Hey, he's actually a pretty decent guy, as long as you don't piss him off.
He is. Oh, I'm sure.
Just don't sign any contracts or anything,
Of course not. Even with your mind.
What if it's a really good deal, though?
No, I doubt it. I doubt it would end for us.
Okay, I'm going to totally tell you a secret I'm not supposed to tell, but it's so cool. Okay, ready? If you sign a contract with him, you can literally never die unless he lets you. Hey, Jesse. Hey.
That sounds terrible. Sounds terrible.
Jesse, is that what happened to you and why you keep changing bodies?
Well, Pedro, thank you for, just the whole expose. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's in a nutshell. I mean, I was aware of that at the time, but I didn't realize how utterly annoying it can be. In my particular abilities, if my body gets destroyed, it's actually just easier to move on rather than rebuild.
So what does he get out of it for you living forever?
I mean, until he says so. Otherwise, I can't really discuss that. It's in my contract. I literally can't discuss it.
I'm struggling to see the downsides of immortality. I'll be honest.
Well, it gets boring, first of all. There's not a lot of immortals, so it gets lonely. Also, it's just like, what am I going to do for an infinite amount of time until he says otherwise? It's kind of like seen that, done that, been there. Technology only gets so far, so I'm like waiting for people to be better at technology so I can do more stuff. It's just, it's exhausting. Yeah. Anyway, one of Gibbs's friends is immortal too. He's really creepy though. He used to be a doctor. It was weird.
He had another
Who is this?
creepy friend.
That was Pedro chiming in.
That's another creepy.
You know who I'm talking about. Will knows. Yeah, he was a super creepy doctor. I don't know how he was a doctor. He was like a surgeon. He's the one who cut me out of the stomach of the other dude. It was, yeah.
No one is as creepy
Has a type.
no one's as creepy as you, Crane.
I'm not.
Just
Thank you.
Oh, Crane.
You're welcome.
Oh. You should totally meet him. I wonder if I can get a meeting with you two.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's super cool.
You just did you should meet this X because the X is great.
Oh, it's not an ex. He's awesome. No, he's like a. Oh man, how do I say it?
Not
He
an
has
ex.
like
They're
a
still
really
in touch.
creepy grin and a smile, like the way that
they're not still in touch. They're not still in touch, I'm sure. Sure it's an ex-friend.
I don't know, actually. I never asked. I never really got a chance to catch up with Gibbs after that whole thing.
I feel like there's this whole side
That's
of
because
Gibbs
you're
that
also an ex.
we don't even know about.
Probably.
Yeah, like he's some Power Ranger.
Yeah.
That's
really
interesting.
weird.
What color Power Ranger would it be? Pedro seems to be
Sort of
very
a-
deep in thought about this particular question.
Stain. Color of stains.
Red?
We'll have
Blood stain or
Like
like a tea stain?
food stain. Yes.
Oh, okay. Like mustard? Yellow?
Yeah, I was gonna say that doesn't. I don't picture a very nice color for that. An ugly color. Like a mustard yellow.
Right. Anyway, so
Right.
Yeah, this is way off topic.
We should be here soon. If you have any weapons, I recommend leaving them in the vehicle. Otherwise, they will be taken from you anyway. Address him as Sir, unless he says otherwise. Do not call him Hades. Nope. Anatoly, at worst case scenario, but Sir is preferred. Don't really give him direct eye contact because it's really freaks you out. Most people, at least. I mean, you can if you really want to, but yeah. I'll just let you have that one for your own experience. And yeah, I mean, don't make any deals that you're not willing to deal with the rest of your life.
For the rest of eternity, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do this. This isn't. This is very exciting. This is very exciting. very thrilling.
observers in this, really. He's here for Jesse, to talk to Jesse, and we're just kind of here to...
Yeah,
moral
you're
support.
right. Yeah, we're just here. We're just gonna not make eye contact, and everything will be fine.
All right, well, let's go. We're here. Yeah. As you guys kind of pull up to this, like, it appears to be abandoned warehouses, but it's definitely not abandoned because inside you can see like a very faint light. And there are guards posted throughout the entire area. Some are in vehicles, others are armed on the outside of the buildings on, like kind of not quite scaffolding, but like the upper levels where the outside balconies, so to speak, are in some of the other buildings that are less warehousey. And, you kind of start moving. Pedro walks towards the entrance of the more central located warehouse, and the doors creak open, and it smells like rust and metal and dirt here. And you can hear the screeching of like the rusted metal door kind of opening as the light that was inside kind of slightly emits from it. Is like almost like a pathway leading towards where you guys need to go. Pedro walks forward and he's like, "Hey guys," and he's bringing tacos to some of the guards that are nearby and giving them out. And they're all like, "Hey Pedro, how's it going?" He's like, "Oh, another taco, another day. All right." And he goes inside. I can't look at Will. I need to put my camera over. His reactions make me laugh. So he walks in. He's like, "Oh yeah, come on guys, let's go. Weapons outside, please. Don't forget that part." And he waltzes into the warehouse. And you guys are welcome to go in all together, one at a time. Like, some people can stay behind. It's up to you how you guys want to handle it.
I'd like to go in.
Yeah, I'll go in.
As a group?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Jesse steps forward and is very obviously reluctant. This is probably the first time you guys have actually seen Jesse look scared, if you could call it that. There is a very obvious hesitation in her walking towards the entrance to this warehouse. And her head is kind of like held down. Her eyes are gazed to the front of her steps rather than forward, which she's normally very much confident in carrying herself pretty unaffected by the environment around her. And so she kind of just keeps walking forward, not super fast, taking her time, so to speak.
Yeah, no.
So, yeah. Who's going to go first, or are you going to let Jesse go first?
Oh, Jesse can go first.
We'll be like right behind her.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Avoiding
and Crane's
eye
going to
contact.
walk like as alongside her as much as he can.
All right, sounds good. The
I'll
entrance to the warehouse is actually relatively large, so it's not like a small door. It's like one of those double gate type looking openings. So you guys walk in. Across the way from the entrance, as your eyes adjust to the even darker setting within, even though there's like that small ambient light, there's almost no other light provided as a source, and there's just this desk plopped in the middle of the warehouse. It's a very heavy wooden desk with intricate carvings on the edges, and there is a man sitting across in the middle on a chair, and he is a very stout man, very large, bald. He has a somewhat sinister look on his face. You don't know if that's him smiling or if that's just his natural face. That's what it looks like, though. And he has this very tailored suit on, and he looks very comfortable smoking a cigar and having some either whiskey, scotch, you're not really sure what he's drinking, in a glass. And he's, relaxed, laid back with his arms on the armrests and everything. And he looks up, and you can see the immediate, the moment, if you had not averted your eyes, for those of you who didn't by either accident or on purpose, if you do match his gaze, there is an obvious, just eerie feeling and an overwhelming power. Even just walking in, if any of you are sensitive to auras, I think Ava probably would be. This is definitely an overwhelming power that you just immediately get hit with as soon as you walk into his line of sight. Welcome, everybody. Pedro, these are much too many people. You didn't tell me. Yeah, sorry, boss. I ran into some familiar people, and they wanted to come along. It was the whole thing. And as Pedro is like trailing onto an unnecessary explanation of the story, Anatoly kind of like looks at him, and he's like, and Pedro immediately shuts up and goes about his business elsewhere. And he just goes like this to summon Jessie forward, and she kind of steps and stops about maybe 20 feet away from the desk. Just enough that he can see her better, but not close enough that she's like within arm distance, essentially. And she kind of looks forward, and you can't hear them as well because their tone is slightly lowered now. But if you guys want to try to find a way to hear, you can. I can give you a general gist of it. He hasn't summoned the rest of you over, so if anybody's walking, let me know.
I think Crane would go along with Jessie to stand, not necessarily right by her, but like 2 steps removed.
Okay. As soon as you get within,
he would be following her.
Yeah. As soon as you get within like a 30-foot, right before she stops, kind of like 10 feet short of where she stops, a bodyguard actually steps forward in front of you, and he like stops you, and he says, "You can't go any further."
Oh. Right. Can we hear
he kind of steps back. You probably be able to hear a little bit. But yeah, Jessie's definitely not raising her voice.
Crane would be in range, right, with his hearing.
Probably.
More so than others, yeah. So he'll stand down. We'll stand here.
Yeah. So the conversation probably that you hear more of is Anatoly seems to be prying for information about Camila and has implicated that Jessie has taken too long to get him information. And that's kind of the general gist of what you get out of that conversation. And her responses are very much, there's no excuse, I'm sorry. Like, they're non-defensive. They're very much yeah, you're right, I'm wrong. Like, I'm not gonna stand up to you because I know who you are. So that's kind of what you get out of it. And after just a few more minutes, he tells her to step closer. She moves forward, and he gives her a glass of whatever he was drinking. He pours her. It's in a canteen, so like a glass canteen thing, and he pours it and places it in front of her, and she takes a swig, places it back down, and then kind of looks over to the rest of you who are standing there, and actually brings Crane over. Specifically, she kind of like makes contact with you and like says, "Come here."
Crane comes over.
Hello, Shepherd Crane, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, Mr. Hannah, sir, yes.
I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, really?
Jessie's told me quite a bit.
All right, yes.
Why
Like what?
did you decide to work for Camila?
Well, it was seemed like a useful thing to do at the time.
I see. And what did she promise you?
information.
About?
I lost someone very dear to me, and I was promised information that would allow me to seek revenge.
I see. Have you gotten any of that information yet?
I believe I have an indication. Yes.
And you're aware that Jesse is the one who provided this information, not Camila?
That is true.
Jesse says that you're very capable and skilled. So...
That is also true. Thank you. Thank you.
And I've inquired about your fighting capabilities with the club you used to go to.
Mm-hmm.
Also, good things have been said. I could use somebody like you under my employ.
Right.
And now you see, Jessie probably hasn't told anybody yet, but she's been working for me for a very long time. As in, she's not actually working for Camila the way that Camila thinks she is.
It's a spy thing.
Aye, yeah. Espionage.
A mole.
Yes, Camilla's actually quite powerful. Even I can't do anything against her directly, given all of my resources and capabilities. I'm sure you don't even know what she is.
We don't know.
Jessie has had her suspicions, and I've had mine. I don't know if I should tell you, since I don't feel like I'm getting too much out of this just yet.
Oh, but I want to know now.
Well, I'm always willing to make a deal.
Right, let's talk.
What can you offer me?
Well, you know what I'm capable of.
Yes, I do. Are you willing to work for me?
What do I get?
My protection, first off. Access to certain information as I see fit. You would work with Jessie as well, since she is directly connected to what your crew has been up to. And if you were so to get your hands on this infamous quill, you would bring it to me.
Can I ask what you want it for?
Well, I don't want Camila to have it.
But are you part of the whole protect the quill thing and make sure nobody has it, or are you part of the get the quill and use it?
I'm part of my team and only my team. And what I choose to do with it is really none of anybody's business.
But if I was working for you, then I would be part of your team, wouldn't I?
Yes, but I don't share all of my operations with everybody. Maybe if I trust you at some point, I would.
All right. Well, perhaps I could ask for something as a show of good faith on your part. Perhaps you've heard from Jessie as well. A friend of mine has recently gone missing.
Yes, I have.
Would you happen to know anything about that?
I could find out relatively quickly. Is that all you want?
Well, it's not all I want, but it's a start.
What else do you want?
Such a big question. What can
It's
you
a big
provide?
answer. I mean, you ask and I'll let you know if it's something within my grasp.
Are pancake demons a thing?
Pedro, I swear to God. Pancake demons. Pedro has a very interesting circumstance that created him. They are not a thing.
Damn it. Right. Well, I'm interested.
All right. Interested doesn't really give me a definitive answer.
Right. I mean, it's, we're sort of in the middle of something and retrieving it. Got this whole squad vibe going on and, still sort of finding the lay of the land after a little bit of a blow up earlier on in the evening. Interested, sort of, is it a sort of a right now thing that we would have to make a decision, or?
Well, if you want to know what Camila is, then it is a right now decision.
Right, so I would have to decide before, but what if I decide and then you reveal that she's something that is, like, kind of good?
I mean, good is subjective. Do you think I'm evil? Is that what you think?
No, I didn't. It was not, I meant good as in something attractive also to work for. Not that I'm saying you're not attractive to work for, or that I would choose to work for her over you. I'm just trying to see all of the cards before I place a bet.
Let's just put it this way. I'm building something. Camilla's interested in Camila.
Right. I mean, I can see that. She's really not shown us much so far. Not been very good to us, actually, to be honest with you. This whole thing is quite dangerous. This is tough. But if you were to give me the information for my friend and I could sort that situation out, I could come back. We could have another little discussion.
Well, that is unfortunate. How important is this other person to you?
Quite.
As in your life important?
No, but I would very much like to help her.
Interesting. All right. I like your answer. I'll give you until you all leave to make a decision.
Right. So, but I would get anything I wanted if I worked for you.
Over time, as you continue to prove yourself useful, yes.
And would this include the whole immortality thing?
You want to live forever.
Not necessarily, but I heard that perhaps that's part of the bargain.
Well, what do you think you sign over to me when you make a deal exactly? It's not an employment contract.
Oh, well, that's exactly what I was going to say. Well, that answers that.
You do know who I am? I'm guessing they've told you.
Totally, yes. It's,
I don't often tell people who I am, but since you're one of us, so to speak, you would know over time anyway. I am Hades, god of the underworld. The souls are mine to do with what I want. The entire
Sounds like a
city,
pretty
not just people like you.
interesting gig.
It is. It can be helpful. Or a nuisance in some cases. He glances over to Pedro.
So what would you want from me exactly?
Well, your loyalty, first of all. If your group manages to get their hands on this quill, you would bring it to me. And I would find your friend for you.
All right. I'll take some time then.
All right. You have until the end of our whatever number of meetings this will be. Right. Well, Jesse, why don't you walk with Crane and get Sana over here?
I'm
Nice to
next.
meet you.
You as well. Jessie kind of like scampers off as quickly as she can without running and goes over to Sana and she's like, "You're next. Go. Go. No eye contact." God.
Okay.
Say
Sana just kind of like awkwardly walks in, like
Yeah.
looks down as she's walking in and hello.
Hello, Sana. How are you doing on this lovely evening?
Doing all right, sir.
Good to hear.
You seem to know a lot about us, so you probably know why I'm here.
Yes, Francis.
Yeah, I heard
Jesse
you.
tells me that you want to kill him.
I do, yes.
Well, just so happens that he's in this warehouse.
He is.
Yes, Jesse sent a message to me, a day or so ago when you asked her to find him and bring him. Do you recall this conversation?
Yes, I remember.
Well, if you would like, he's all yours.
Like right now?
Yes. After our conversation.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming you're not just gonna hand him over to me.
You assume correctly.
So, what is it that you want from me?
Your skills are actually quite good. It's a shame you don't get to use your abilities very often. I have a few business ventures. I could use someone of your talents to take care of for me.
I see. Is that all? I would just have to do a few jobs for you and
Call it more like permanent employment.
that's what I figured. Well, it's a very tempting offer. but I don't know.
Well, Crane is taking a few minutes to think about his offer. I will allow you the same amount of time.
That would be good, actually. Perhaps, I mean, they are my friends too, you know? We work together, and this is a big choice to be making.
I guess it is. It just depends on how important it is for you to get your revenge.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I'll bring you back here when we're all done with all the other meetings. How's that? And you can tell me your decision.
Okay. She just kind of nervously, like, steps back.
Yeah. Tell the other one to come in.
Okay. I walk out. Ava?
Yeah.
I think you're next. He wants to talk to you as well.
What did he ask you? What did he want to talk to us about?
So, Crane, I'm assuming he did the same with you, but he's probably going to make you an offer.
Oh, yes.
An offer? What did he
to work
offer
for
you?
him.
You said no, right? Did you say yes?
He said...
I'm thinking about it.
He's giving us the offer to think about it. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what he's going to offer you, but he offered me the opportunity to take out someone, to kill the person who killed my husband.
Oh.
Essentially. And it's something that I've had on my mind for a while, and of course he knew exactly that this is what I wanted. It's like my kind of deep, dark desire in a way. And I don't know. I don't know what he'll offer you, but good luck. I wouldn't want to keep him waiting too long.
He sounds like a pimp. Know just how to lean on you, you know? But just remember, there's still a scumbag.
You're right.
Okay, I'll go in. Avoiding eye contact.
Yeah. I just posted a question real quick in our VMix. Just say yes or no.
Oh. Yeah, go for it.
Before we do this, Nancy and Gibbs, are you guys doing anything that you want to talk about? Because this scene might be different.
Just selling my soul to someone in return for like nothing. That's all.
I feel like we just went back to the hotel and Nancy went to sulk. Like, it's not anything.
Mm-hmm.
At least
I might
in
actually.
mine.
Yeah, I might call Crane because I know that they went off to
Make
be
sure everything's okay.
Who I know who is a devil and makes terrible deals. So Gibbs might have a reason to give.
You
him
might
a
have
ring,
to check up if you're like anxious about it. That makes sense. Yeah.
yeah. I'll give him a ring while he's on a walk, I guess. Ring. Ring. What's your ringtone? What's Crane's ringtone? That's what I
like default ringtone. Old Nokia style, probably.
Hey, Crane, how's it going?
Oh, hello, Gibbs.
Yeah. No, I'm fine. How are you guys doing?
Yes, going. It's going. We're here, and things happening. How is your leg?
No one's made any deals, right? Because Anatoly's he's a slimy one. You can't make any deals with that guy, okay?
Deals with I mean, there's offers on the table. Things are being considered.
No tables. Fuck the tables. Throw everything off the table, break the table, and then leave.
Well, you know.
Do you want to end up like Pedro?
Why? What do you?
Crane, what is Gibbs saying?
You'll be a fucking pancake demon by the end of the day.
He's shouting. You can probably hear it.
I kind of hear him. Yeah.
I had a very tough day. Just make sure Jesse is fine and leave.
I know, but we're having meetings now, one-on-ones. He's offering things. It's interesting things.
No one-on-ones. No one-on-ones. No.
Tell Gibbs, honestly, is it better working for Camila? Like, what's the?
Can you hear what she's?
Yeah,
what
put it on speaker.
You know who this guy is, right? When I was saying he's the god of death, I wasn't mean like, oh, he's got this really cool nickname. Everyone calls him the god of death. He is literally the god of death, and you make a deal with him, you sell your soul away forever. And I'm not talking, your soul. I mean, actually, the rest of your life. It's terrible. You end up like Pedro. You'll be a pancake person. All you do is eat pancakes. It's not.
I'm assuming I'm hearing Gibbs yelling.
I'm just abusing down the phone right now. I'm not even listening. I'm just like shouting.
And I I guess you're like, I don't know. I do the thing where I like very lightly like at the door.
Yeah.
Unless you're in like the hallway or whatever.
Yeah, no, he'll let you in. Come in. Okay, next thing. Everybody's gonna leave.
Do you need a ride, Gibbs?
I'm coming there. And I'm like an angry dad. I hang up and and I'm coming to pick you up from the party right now.
Wait.
I want to try and just open a door. To Crane, I guess.
Deals with the devil. You're coming home now.
Wait,
can I try and open the door?
You'll be at a -5.
A -5?
Okay, Hades, god of the underworld, protects his domain.
Right. Would I recognize, like, before I attempted to do it, that was the case?
I don't know if you would magically recognize it, but you could assume. You could infer.
How freaked out is Gibbs right now?
Yeah, he's walking.
He's like, this is really fucking bad. And you like start like limping to the door, and I'm like, not that kind of ride, you fucking idiot. And I like go to the door that you've closed, and I think I'm just gonna try it because I feel like she won't know that there's this like thing stopping her until she tries and notices that like it's stopping her, right? In my mind, like she's not like tuned into magical bullshit. But I'm gonna try because it's more fun that way in my mind. So -5, you said. Secret paths, Sneaky the spider, because obviously we know that this is a big fucking dude and we don't want to make it obvious that we're crawling into his domain. Nosy as hell, obviously, because the reason she offered is partially because she wants to know what's going on. And I think my new tag, Protector, because Gibbs is freaking the fuck out. And yeah, so that's -1 altogether. All said, I just want to roll at least once this fucking time. Oh, mother of God, it was almost a 9. I saw the die roll, and it rolled a 5. And then
I saw that too.
Oh,
Yep. I saw that. I was like, oh, it's good. And then it wasn't.
No, it was not good.
No, I think what you would probably, narratively speaking, what would happen, I think, is you would open a door thinking that you got it and you feel that initial connection. And then it is literally hellfire. Like the moment that you try to step through, you get that rush, that feeling of
It's
hellfire.
like super fucking hot and awful.
Yeah.
And like, okay, no. Like, so I think, that's the thing. It's like she opens the door, like when she opened the door to space and it was fine. Like you can see it, but it's not affecting you. And then she like moves forward to step through it. And it's just like, no, this is not okay. And she probably just like Gibbs is probably like really like, okay, let's do it. And she's like, no, and like closes the door. That's not. Where the
What's wrong?
fuck? That it was really hot there. Maybe we should take a cab.
Yeah, just go. And Gibbs will. She's got a car. He'll like. Gibbs is gonna really dangerously drive. That's the only way. He knows
no! Which leg is it that was burnt?
I think I was shot in the right leg.
Sorry, shot. So you're driving with your left leg? That's awful. That's not.
Yeah.
Okay, dangerous. Got it.
Foot to the pedal. Trying to get there.
So we'll pause there. You guys are speeding to the warehouse district area. You remember the general area where it was. It probably wouldn't be hard for you to find once you get there, like which specific warehouse grouping it is. Let's swing back to Ava, who has walked in, greeted Anatoly, and he looks up. Do you keep looking down or do you engage eye contact with him?
No, I don't look at him.
Okay. So as you kind of step in, you say that, and he looks up and he says, "Hello, Tituba."
Wait, what?
I'm not interested in anything that you might have to say. I'm just respectfully in here. We're going to wait for a couple of minutes, so it sounds like you gave me a deal, and then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to walk out.
That's very interesting. Are you sure? Even if it has something to do with your ancestors?
Stop. I don't want to hear it, because if I hear it, I might say yes. So I don't want to hear it.
Well, are you going to want to sit in silence with me in here for the next few minutes?
I can sure as hell try.
Would you like a drink then?
You know I would.
Well, come forward. Have a seat. You want wine, whiskey, scotch?
Ooh, scotch, please. What kind of scotch is... What kind of scotch?
What kind of scotch would Ava really love?
I actually have no idea. I'm not a scotch person, but let's just say that whatever she would love, he's got it, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
When he starts to pour it, here you go. Places the glass down in front of her.
Oh, that's my favorite. Of course it is. Cheers.
Do you expect anything less? Cheers.
Sir.
So how did you get involved with Camila, other than wanting adventure, as Jesse tells me?
Yeah. I honestly don't really like Camila that much. And she apparently thinks I'm too small fry to be bothered with. So I thought I could maybe hurt her from the inside. But as it turns out, she wants to do something that is far more dangerous than just games. So now this is serious for me. It was just fun before, but now I feel like she could really do some damage.
Well, then we're not really far from the same motivations.
Right, which is why I don't want to hear your deal. Because I will be doing whatever you want me to be doing anyway. So let's just call it truce for now.
I mean, I don't mind having somebody else do the work without being rewarded for it.
Yeah, if that's what you can call it, a reward.
I'm saying if you want a reward, it's on the table, even if you haven't heard the offer?
No.
Well, it's entirely
It's a
up to
fleeting
you.
reward.
Is it?
They all are, aren't they? Trade your soul for momentary relief and or excitement.
No. Why would I bother?
I don't think there's
building an
anything I'm willing to
empire
trade eternity for.
temporary. Well, that's very surprising.
Why is that surprising?
Because of who you are and what you've done. You did everything you could to protect yourself and your business.
Yeah, but I didn't sell my soul for it.
Murdering somebody is basically doing that anyway.
Are you saying I'll end up here regardless?
Not exactly. Although that whole morality thing is such a gray area. Let's just
I'm
say
listening.
I'm giving you an opportunity to make the most out of the life that you want to lead. I require payment for the opportunities that I offer. That's how I'm able to continue doing what I do. You found a interesting relic not long ago. Jesse tells me it was some book about some particular family members.
Maybe. What about it?
Well, what if I told you I could give you access to much more than just a book?
What kind of access?
Well, I mean, you have quite a lot of potential in your abilities. I know that you've still tried to figure out what they all do. The people that talk. What if you could control that more and tap into that line that you have and use it essentially however you'd want, more effectively, more reliably.
I finish my scotch and I set the empty glass down. And then I stand up. Thank you for the drink, but you remind me a little bit of Ed.
That's funny.
See, I don't find it funny at all. And I'll look at him.
Oh, I do. You are a brave woman. That's for sure. Would have been better if you were employed with me rather than being difficult.
I'm gonna leave without saying anything else.
As she kind of walks away, he kind of says, "Oh, Tituba, the past has a tendency to come back around."
Are you threatening me?
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Noted. And I leave.
All right. A few more minutes go by. I think Gibbs probably arrives soon, but I'll let you guys in the group kind of talk amongst yourselves post-meeting Anatoly.
Feel free to, like, sign a deal before I get there.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Fine.
Fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I feel like
It's gonna be
Crane
just
really wants
enough
to be
time.
a pancake demon, so whatever the fuck that is.
So, how'd it go, Ava?
Oh, it was bad.
Oh.
What did he offer you?
Yeah, something great, but I said no, and then he threatened me. So I think you're fucked either way. I should never have come here.
So we may as well take it, is what you're saying, because he's gonna
Maybe,
threaten us.
maybe,
so
and I'm the last
be on the
person to
good
tell you
side.
that. I mean, do what you want, but he threatened me after I said no. So
Well,
I
why
think
not
you're
just
screwed
take
either
it? We
way.
could be like a package deal. We'll, live forever together. We're all friends now. Keep each
because
other
I'm my
company
own
for all
boss,
eternity. Oh.
I
it's an
worked my
ego
ass.
Oh, you muted PB.
Oh no, PB. We missed
Who else, PB?
our whole.
She's yelling. She's yelling.
yeah, we
but
missed our whole.
there.
No.
I just
I heard.
lost
I
all
worked
sound.
my. Nope. There you
Goodbye.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Okay.
we go.
Yeah,
Back.
froze up.
I think you
Oh,
might have
no.
My own
switched in your
boss.
mic. Like was like no.
We stopped
What?
hearing after I'm my own boss.
Yeah, I stopped hearing you guys too. Like everything just
Yeah.
like went. Okay. Yeah, I'm my own boss. I worked my ass off to get where I am, and I'm not gonna have some guy wield his power over me, and it's just not happening.
The
Fuck
thing
him.
is, if he already, I think that he was waiting for this moment to happen. Like it was bound to happen regardless. He knows so much about us. He was essentially waiting for this.
Yeah.
It does seem like it's
So-
part of a wider plan. Jesse, where do you fall in all of this? You've
Jesse
signed
was telling him everything. That's
You're
where she
already-
stands in this.
Yeah.
under his
I
wing.
have-
What's it like under there?
Well, I mean, I'm always taken care of. I get access to literally everything. As long as I do what he needs me to do, I can do whatever I want otherwise. It's like, in a nutshell. Granted, he's terrifying, and I definitely don't want to piss him off because, he has my soul, so eternal damnation or whatever is a thing, apparently. I don't want to think
Right, and is that sort of like a non-negotiable part, the eternal damnation part? Like, is there something you can do to get that back? Isn't that why we came here again? Weren't we trying to get you free of this contract? What's happening?
Yeah, he has a tendency to do stuff like that. He's always somehow
Think
one
you're
step
getting
ahead.
free, but then rope in like 6 more people. So you were bait.
Probably. I would.
Did you know you were bait?
No, I didn't even expect to come here, and I didn't ask you guys to come either. Just to put that out there.
No, but you didn't stop us.
And you've secretly been working for
He
him the
would
whole
have
time.
stopped. Yes, I have to. I've been working for him for a very long time. He made a fake deal with Camila, thinking that she got me out of my own deal. Planted me in her operation.
And what do you think Camila is?
I can't tell you that.
Damn it.
He'll kill me if I tell you. And then he'll torture me forever. And then kill me again. It's a whole thing.
Sounds like someone you want to work for.
I don't really have a choice.
Oh, I wasn't
Not
talking
all
to you.
bad. No.
Yeah, this isn't exactly something I want to do. Crane, I don't know how you feel, but I don't know.
He's not
I'm still
bad to
failing
work
to see
for.
the downsides, I'll be honest.
being his slave, essentially?
Well, Jesse just said you get to do whatever you want, and then every so often, little ring ring, can you do this for me? Sure I can. Right, done, and then back to living the immortal life.
I mean, I've had a lot of leniency, it's true. And again, Camila has money, but Anatoly has a lot of other things.
Like what?
He has connections to very powerful people in the city, people that don't want or like Camila.
Sounds like he doesn't need our help then.
It's not about individual people. It's about building, I guess, his army. People that can... I don't know. He should be the one to talk about this. But his spiel to me was that he's trying to rebuild the city to be better.
Oh. I've heard that before.
I mean, that's literally every politician under the sun. But he's not a politician. He might own a few politicians, but he isn't
the god
one on
of
his own.
death.
Sure.
Which is a different kind of a politician.
So if I worked for him, technically, could I have the title Angel of Death? Could that be a thing?
I mean, we can call you Angel of Death right now, sweetie. You don't need to work. You don't need to work for this guy.
Oh.
You know, I can get you a pair of wings. You know, my girls wear wings all the time.
Do they come in black?
You know? Yeah, black wings. We can add sparkles or no sparkles. You know, you can be God, Angel of Death, and pancakes. You know, Crane, the difference between having someone else tell you what to do and kind of rule your life and you doing it is you can have the title Angel of Death if you want it because it's you. You're the one in charge. If you want that reputation, if you want that, go get it. It's yours. You don't need some guy to give you permission.
True.
You don't need me to give you permission either. I'm just reminding you that, you know, you don't need it. I mean, do what you want. He'll probably kill me anyway. And, you know, or I'll go to jail or, I don't know, something awful.
So, what? We say no, we walk away, if he lets us walk away. And we're back to square one of trying to find this stupid quill for Camila. Are we going to just go back to working for her?
No.
That's...
Yeah, I don't think we actually fell and decided what we're doing with that once we get hold of it.
I don't think Camila should have it. I don't think this Hades guy should have it. I don't think anyone should have it. If anybody should have it, it's two-time world-saving champion Gibbs.
That's what I said. And to begin with, I said me and him should have it. One hand on each side of the quill and we'll start our own little thing.
I don't know if... Okay, well, I don't know if I trust you to have it either. Wow. But that's actually a huge compliment if you think about it, Crane. That's a massive compliment.
Not seeing how it's a compliment.
Well, what would you do with it? If you were me, would you trust you with it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I meant it as a compliment.
Our little gang, if we get hold of it, if it's as powerful as people say it is, we could be the next big dog, all of us together.
That is very tempting, but I want to be the next big dog by myself. I don't need a magic quill.
Right, well, what if you can... Oh, we don't want to do it with the quill. Well, we could still do it, all of us. You don't have to have the quill. We'll have the quill, and you can be your own boss and all of that.
I'm not sure it works that way, but... And I don't think Gibbs would want to... Well, you know what? Sure, let's go with that plan. Let's leave Gibbs in charge of what happens to this quill.
Gibbs and me, yes.
even if if Gibbs and Crane get it, do you think that two of the most powerful people in the city that we have been dealing with would just let them hold on to it?
No. I think we should
This is
try
really
to keep it
dangerous.
safe. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do either. But you know what? You're right, Ava. I shouldn't make this deal. I'm not going to.
I mean, if you want revenge on someone who killed your husband, I mean, it's going to sound really fucked up, but that's what friends are for. I mean,
Yes, I'd help.
I have your back. I will help you.
Thank you, guys. I think we could. You know what? You're right. We could do it. We don't need this Hades
Group outing.
guy. We don't need him.
No, we don't need to sell our souls for eternity. No offense, Jesse.
Oh, Meta, you're muted.
Oh, is it muted? I can't tell if it's this
Yes,
or
that was
breaking
me.
up or
That was
not.
me. That was me.
Oh, okay, okay.
No, Jesse would say, "Yeah, that's fine. Not like you guys know the circumstances of anything that happened to me."
That's because you don't tell us anything.
Yeah,
Can't
because
do-
you're not. You're not a-
literally can't.
She signed an NDA with Hades, essentially. She can't tell us
I'm-
anything.
Cool.
Physically and
find a way
metaphysically
around
bound.
it.
I'm
Charades,
metaphysically bound.
clues.
You don't
You could give us
understand.
clues.
No, I can't. I cannot. I am metaphysically bound from being able to tell anybody anything about what happened. Like,
I think
I
now's
could
a good time for
try,
us to
and as
roll
soon
up.
as I have a thought, it's gone. It just, I can't.
Do you want freedom from it? What if I offered that as part of my whole thing?
Oh no,
Oh,
I won't let you.
trade you for her. So romantic, Green.
That
I
was
would
pretty
never
much
let
it.
anybody do that.
Is it what you want, though?
I think everybody wants freedom, but not for that price.
Yeah, can me and Nancy be here?
Crane.
I
what
think
about
you would pull
what about
up.
the quill.
Yes.
We could use the quill to set her free. We don't have to. You don't have to deal with the devil.
If
True, we could do
A
that.
car screeches to a halt in front of the group, and Nancy
Oh,
stumbles out, like holding her stomach, like, "Oh
But you
my
guys
God."
aren't outside.
Oh, God.
And don't forget, there's guards still outside of the warehouse.
Right.
Oh, okay. So,
I thought they were
okay.
taking a walk.
They wouldn't have
No,
been
I
outside
think we
of
were
the
just
warehouse.
outside
They're
the.
still
Yeah.
inside.
Okay. Well, anyway, that happened outside, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, should we go then? Have you decided, Crane? Sana pretty much has decided, so I mean, he can like read the room, right? We can just leave. We don't have to for sure give him an answer. Like he'd understand that means no, right? Jesse?
I would like to
Yeah,
talk to
don't
him
think so.
again.
Okay. Well, it was worth a shot, you know. I
I
thought
mean, if
he'd be
you
able to
said
figure it
specifically no,
out.
I guess that's an obvious thing. But the other two, if I'm not mistaken, have said they will think about it. So I think they need to give him a definitive answer.
Do you want to go first, Sana? Because then we could sort, if you say no and then he smites you where you stand, it might change things.
Oh, lovely. Great.
And you would trust you with the quill if you were me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sana gets summoned first
Sana, it's
anyway,
okay.
so
Oh, God. Okay.
all right,
Shit.
in you go.
Just remember, he's a pimp.
Gibbs and Nancy will get there as soon as Sana has walked through the door. Just letting
Oh,
you know.
no.
Yep.
Do we see her go in? As I'm looking along?
You probably see the door close, and you can deduce that it's Sana going in if you look at who's out of the room.
Yeah. I like her. Whoa, 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 no, and I'm gonna hobble after her.
Bodyguard will stop you.
Oh wait, no, don't go in there.
Hey,
Don't worry.
buddy. And I
Don't
said,
worry.
I said,
Gibbs, calm down.
no one. What's happening? Who said yes? No one said yes, right?
Nobody said yes. What is wrong with you?
Crane?
Not yet. Hi.
No. What did I tell you? On the phone. Do you remember?
You
There's
talked
lots
to...
of nondescript shouting.
Right. Exactly. A lot of shouting. And all of it meaning no. Nobody makes any deals. It's all bad. It's all bad. I'll go in there. I'll talk to him. He'll understand. We're all friends. I saved the world once. I never told you guys about it. But anyway.
Wait, you're friends with Hades?
Friends in the loose term that we're all friends as well. You know, sometimes we fight about things. Sometimes you fucking shoot me. But yeah, kind of.
But I wouldn't... I'm sorry. I wouldn't try to trick your friends into selling their souls.
Yeah, well, he's kind of a
I don't
dick.
think I would.
So
Maybe I would. Maybe I would.
Maybe
pulls his
you
shit all
have.
the time. Can we? Well, when
All
she
right.
comes out, say to the bodyguard, "I'm going in next." Okay, tell Anatoly I'm here. Say Russell
All right.
Gibbs is here.
He just kind of like
Oh.
looks at you. And
I
then
want to
goes
see your
back to
manager.
guarding the door.
I want to see your manager right now.
Yeah, when he's done with his meeting.
All right. Good. That's what I wanted.
Sade, you're walking in. You could probably hear Gibbs yelling. The door's closed behind you. In front of you sits Anatoly, and a chair in front of the desk, which you had previously approached, is now Francis Thornbottom chained to it.
Oh no. Oh shit. Okay.
Welcome back, Sana.
Hi.
You remember Francis. Francis, say hello. He, like, begrudgingly tries to say hello with, like, a whisper. Hi.
Though I'm not making eye contact with Anatoni, I'm definitely making eye contact with Francis Thornbottom. I can't forget that face.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely him. 100% in the flesh. So, Sana. Here he is. Your answer.
I look at Francis Thornbottom. I approach a little bit closer, and I kind of, if he allows me to do this, I like kind of grab his hair and just like pull his head back so that he can like look at me as I'm saying this. You have no idea. You have no idea the pain that you put me through. For 7 years now, I've thought about that day. And I've wanted to look you in the face again. And I've wanted to kill you since that day. But I'm going to do it all on my own. I'm going to find all the information I can, the people you care about, the people you love. If you love anybody, I'm going to find them and put them through what you did to me. And I'm going to do it myself. And I just like push his head down and I step back and I say, I'm sorry. No deal.
Very well. Release him. And guard comes over, unlocks the cuffs on his arms around the chair. Francis, you can leave. Francis walks out of the room, past Gibbs, past Ava, past Crane, and past Nancy. Nancy, I don't think you... Do you recognize
seen him before? I was wondering, because I've definitely, like, I think that Nancy's more small time, probably.
Yeah.
Like, and she just got here, so she didn't hear that the offer that was on the table was Francis. Yeah. So she probably doesn't. Like, she always worked with guys that were, like, under him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he walks past and walks out. Well, Sana. That's unfortunate, I suppose. Fortunate for Francis, though. He can carry on doing whatever he decides to do with whoever he decides to do it. Not that you could have stopped him, I guess.
I still think I can.
But how many people will be hurt before you do?
Well, I want to take care of this, but I don't want the easy way out.
Oh, that was not easy. But you've made your decision.
Thanks for the offer, sir. I'll be on my way now.
Very good.
And I walk out.
All right.
You said no, right? It's the first thing.
Yes.
No,
I
I mean, no, you meant to say no.
Did you guys just see Thornbottom? He just walked out.
Who?
Was that him?
Wait. Oh, Ava, you're muted. Yeah.
Yeah, that was him. I saw him. He just
that
walked
was
out.
him.
Do you want us to follow him?
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
need to go right now.
Rest you guys follow.
okay.
I got a chit chat.
okay, don't do anything stupid. By the way, you saved the world and you didn't tell us?
We'll talk about it later. It was a
Are you a
couple of
Power
weeks ago.
Ranger? A
Yes.
couple of weeks ago.
I hobble off inside the door. I can go, right? And I said the bodyguard.
Did you know your dad saved the world?
I'm going in.
Don't call him that.
Sorry. That is
All
kind of
right.
weird, huh? That was weird.
Crane, are you going with them after Thornbottom?
No.
Okay. All right, Gibbs, come on in. Into the lair. Anatoly is sitting there, just as you always remember, gleefully smiling, drinking his
Got-
scotch.
I'm angry hobbling. I like to think that I've got some kind of walking stick that I've acquired. Maybe it's not an actual stick, but it's something that I'm hobbling with.
Yeah. Oh, Russell.
Okay, asshole.
You.
And I'm looking right at him.
Yeah.
I thought we had an understanding.
What do you think we had an understanding on?
I saved the fucking universe.
Yes, and now I have to continue building.
Yeah. In your own space. In your half of the city.
My half of the city.
Yeah.
That is
There's a
very
dividing
intriguing.
line in between the no contact zone. My guys
No.
are not your guys. They're my guys.
Oh, Gibbs. I do miss our conversations.
Well, last I checked, asshole, you kind of owe me one.
Do I?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
With the thing, and the guy, and he turned into an evil doctor thing, and you remember? And there was the apartment was falling everywhere, and the end of the world, and I was there,
Yes.
and
I do
Pedro was
remember.
there, and he was
Yeah.
a real asshole. He didn't help at all, by the way. That was all me.
And Dr. Shaw.
Yeah, sure. Shaw was there. Really fucking helpful. Big sacrifice and all.
Been very helpful.
Oh, yeah, I bet. By the way, tell him to stop calling me. It's weird. I'm not going to pick up. He and I are over with. I've got a new crew now. We're cool. We're having fun. All right? And those are my guys, so I don't need you coming up in our business trying to get them to sell their souls to you. I get that it's, it's all this important business and Camila and shit. Fair enough. But what gives you the right, man? Come on.
I'm Hades. That's what gives me the right.
And I'm Russell fucking Gibbs.
Yes, I know. I know, Russell.
Were you gonna try it on with Nancy as well, huh? Did you know she's my daughter?
I mean...
What were you gonna give her, huh?
If I said no...
What were you gonna give her, huh?
It seems like some other people in your group have taken care of her financial troubles. So I guess I would have to find out a little bit more about her, other than her brother, of course.
Yep, right. Don't you fuck that. Let me just stop you right there. Okay? My crew, off the table. We don't even have a table. We never went to IKEA. Okay? There is just a blank space where a table should be. And we're gonna leave it that way. And you can do whatever the hell you want with Jessie. She's kind of weird anyway. But the rest of them are my friends, and I don't need them to turn out like Shaw did. I mean, look at him. The guy's a creep. I mean, like, next level.
Shaw was always that way, though.
Yeah. Mostly. Only mostly. Now he's just all creep. So, do we understand one another? Because I'm ready to help you in the ways that I've helped you in the past. If there's something that you need, all you got to do is ask. You don't have to come around here flirting with the rest of my crew and trying to get them to sell their souls to you. That's just not cool.
Okay, then bring me the quill.
Oh,
and I'll leave him alone.
Okay. How about fuck you?
That's my offer. I'll leave them all alone if you bring me the quill.
Yeah, I get that you love to play this deal or fucking no deal thing all the time. But how about we just sit down and have a conversation rather than you always making these crazy demands of everyone?
I fail to see how it's a crazy demand. I'm actually being quite generous. You bring me one item for 4 of your friends not being bothered by me.
Nah, you see, they've already all said no to you.
They haven't. Only one person has. Well, 2.
They're all gonna say no. Because they know what a piece of shit you can be sometimes, Anatoly. And I say that as your friend. Well, I fought with the friends.
Gibbs, I appreciate the familiarity that you show with me, but at the end of the day, I run a very lucrative and demanding business, and I can't do that without good people employed by me.
Right. Well, those people, they're fucking terrible. So you don't need to worry about them. Okay? You don't need people, you need fucking crazy people like Pedro. Go down the fucking Taco Bell and pick up a couple of guys, they'll do it for nothing. They'll go find your quill. Okay? And listen, I get that this whole quill thing is a bad situation for all of us. I mean, put yourselves in my shoes for a second. This is fucking terrible. Camila, she's crazy. You're fucking crazy. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if the quill was just out of everyone's reach?
You see, the problem is that the people who currently have the quill also happen to be able to control just about everything in the city. which means that they can just make things go away. Anything, if they really want to. You never had to deal with them, but they're quite a pain, to say the very least.
So, you, the god of death, are telling me that you can't deal with quite a pain. Some people have a quill. And so you need my guys. I mean, come on. Thought you had some self-respect. We're doing our thing. You do your thing. It's a race to the finish. Whoever gets to the Temple of Evil first wins, okay? Get the quill, run out, big boulder, everything. Just how it's always been.
I think you may be unaware that you need to tread more carefully around me.
Well, I'm pretty fucking angry right now, Anatoly. Because you've been trying to make deals with my daughter behind my back, and that's just not okay.
I haven't spoken to your daughter.
Well, you were gonna, and you were thinking about it, and that's tantamount to doing it as far as I'm concerned.
I could speak to your wife instead if you'd prefer that. Oh, I'm sorry, ex-wife.
Oh, that one hits really hard at home, Anatoly. That one's fresh. I was someone else the other week. I was Ava. And I was having a really awkward conversation with my wife then. So yeah, she's my ex-wife. But I'm not gonna take any shit from you or any threats. How about this? We just leave it as things stand. You try to get the quill, we try to get the quill. Camila tried to get the quill. I can't say quill anymore. The word sounds weird. I've said it so many times. And we all just go back to doing our own stuff. Occasionally, you can text me and say, hey, Gibbs, why don't you tell me this secret thing that Camilla's doing? And I'll text you right back, because I've got no love for her.
I've already have somebody dealing with telling me what Camilla's up to.
Well, that's good, because I'm not very quick at texting. So, do we have an understanding? For now, at least. A day, a week.
We have it, I hear you, and I don't care what your opinion is, if that's understanding.
Well, then we both agree, then.
You know...
You and I are not so unalike. We agree on a lot of things.
If I wasn't so fond of your energy, I would have already killed you by now.
Sure you would. Sure you would. Well, next time the end of the world's coming and there's an apartment building falling down everywhere and you're scared shitless, you give me another ring.
I'm sorry. I'm scared shitless. Am I not the person who showed up to help deal with something that got out of your hands?
We remember things very differently, you and I.
I see. I see. Well.
Okay. Well, it's been a fucking pleasure, as always, Anatoly.
Say hello to Nancy for me.
Yeah, I'll say hey to Nancy for you in a really creepy voice.
Can I just, like, while all this is happening, I really want to see, like, if I can overhear any of it. Like, either by physical or magical means.
You can try to change the game.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, if it's a magical thing.
Or you can sneak around.
Let's sneak around. Yeah, because, like...
I mean, you won't be able to, like, actually sneak, but to listen in and stuff like that.
Yeah, most of the party is, like, heading down the hallway. And so, like, she's, like, listening, trying to go a little bit one direction or another direction to see if she can get a better, like, and make sure no one's noticing. Yeah, let's do that. Is there a negative?
That's just the bodyguards, so probably a -1.
Okay. Sneaky as a spider. Nosy as hell. Get the dirt, because that's her thing. She's the curious cat. That's 3, I think. So 2.
Yep.
Fuck, no. I can only roll one thing. But it's a 7, so that's not bad.
Notice you. Yeah, someone will notice you. Yeah, you can get
and I
the
think
gist of
the
the
thing is-
conversation.
Yeah, she was just kind of like walking towards like the rest of the group and then like stopping and then like leaning up against the wall, like, you know, with her ear against the wall and like her hand like right here to like basically cup and like, oh, I'm very casual. I'm a casual person standing casual. But yeah, probably a little more obvious than she'd like, but
Yeah. All right. Gibbs, I'm guessing, storms out eventually.
Yeah, give it a storm out. Take 2 of these and call me in the morning. And he'll head out. I get back to the rest. I guess most of the group is set off, actually, except for...
Yeah, they're gone. Crane's the only one left with Nancy.
Nancy and Crane, yeah.
Nancy very obviously like jerks away from the wall as soon as you walk out. Like, I wasn't listening. No, definitely not.
I like look at the 2 of them. We're getting out of here, okay? We're done.
Right. I mean, I
sorted the whole
just
thing
should...
out.
Good. I'll
Nope.
just go in and
I told him for
say...
you.
What?
Yep.
I had a question.
The answer was no.
I know that you're real attached to this whole group of folk, but there's something called free will, and Crane's got it. So stop
Okay,
acting
Crane.
like you're in
If you
charge of
want to go in
everybody.
there and destroy your rest of your soul, whatever's left of it, be my fucking guest. You and me, and I point to Nancy, we're out of here.
You can't tell me what to do. Sorry, that sounds very. She's very much like she's like teenager. She's
I
like,
swear to God, if you do not follow me right now, you and I are gonna have a serious problem.
more serious than I don't know, you getting shot earlier, or less serious. Just so I
someone's
know.
gonna get shot. Someone's gonna get shot. Yeah.
Are you threatening me right now?
Let's go. He's gonna
No. I just want to know, Dad, what kind of grounding I'm in for if I don't do what you say.
Okay, if you don't do what I say, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna start shooting that guy, and then we'll all die. How's that sound?
The
I draw my
fuck is
gun.
wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? Do you see? And I'm like pointing at the guards. Like, do you hear what he? Oh, mother of God!
Right now.
They're completely unfazed by Gibbs's outburst.
They're just
right now.
they don't even care. Okay.
Yeah, they know
like,
I can't
yep.
kill him.
Good old Gibbs.
Crane's just awkwardly like watching a tennis match between the 2, just going from the left to the right, watching them argue.
You know, you got some fucked up ideas about parenting, right? And she like turns around and walks away. She's not gonna go like in or wait around, but she's like, "You fucked, all right."
Gibbs is right on a level, and he's like, "Oh, you guys go bad with parenting." It's just like looking around. It's absolutely.
I think Will froze. Oh, there he is.
I'm back.
He's
I was
back.
sorry.
He's so angry he's breaking his computer. Okay, Crane. Are you going in or are you leaving with them?
Crane goes in.
All right. Will is going to die over there. Yeah, Anatoly's sitting, waiting for you.
Crane walks up and... Hello again.
Hello.
I had a question.
All right.
Not really sure where your powers start and end, but can you bring people back?
Of course I can.
Back as they were, as it was, not like some sort of 3 wishes genie trickery.
This is not a zombie situation, if that's what you mean, Shepard.
Mm.
Yes, they would come back. The price would be somebody else has to replace it.
Can the replacement be anybody?
I hate to say it in this way because it sounds so crass, but not every soul has the same value.
But if I were to reap a soul of similar value, then an exchange could be made.
Yes.
Can we not just come to an understanding without the signing of things? The rest of the team is going to be very, very upset if I sign things over, but I am very much interested in making a trade.
I mean, you don't have to tell them.
This is also true. If I
Just
were
because they
to...
don't make deals doesn't mean that you can't, or you don't have to abide by their
Yes, of
morality.
course. They don't speak for me. I speak for myself, absolutely. If I were to bring you the quill, could we have a bargain at that time? It's a lot to take in this, it's like the hard sell with the timing of everything and having to do it right now.
You see, my deals are very much expiring. Because if something doesn't happen in today, I need to work on the next plan. I can't wait for what ifs, if you catch my understanding. However,
Right.
if you don't take the deal today and something unfortunate were to happen to you during your expedition to obtaining the quill, well, I wouldn't be able to help you at that point.
What if I sign the deal to get the quill, but then I'm unable to fulfill my obligation?
Then we'll find something else for you to obtain. Though I'm confident that you can get it.
So would you be willing to offer me the information I want, the revenge that I need, a resurrection, and to free Jessie from her contract in exchange for the quill?
Oh, interesting. Jessie thrown into that. She's very valuable to me. I could shorten her contract if that would work for you.
Be more specific.
Well, right now it's eternity. I could maybe 100 years.
God damn it. They would come back as they were before.
Yes.
Everything.
I mean, I'd have to rearrange a few other things, like how they came back and the way that, how long have they been gone for?
About a year.
It'll take some work, but it can be done. We'd probably have to do some kind of like a coma situation so that they're, not confused with the year being gone.
This is really the one thing that I care about, but I don't think I can sign away myself for it. Is there any way that once this whole quill business is put to bed, I will bring you as many souls as you desire, if we can still come to an agreement on a resurrection.
I mean, that's still a contract with me.
Right. Does that involve my soul, though?
All contracts involve a soul.
Can I sign over somebody else's?
It's not yours to sign.
So there's not sort of
Yeah,
like
but
a soul
someone jokingly
currency.
said one time that I could have their soul in exchange for a burrito. So don't I have that one? Can't I? I'm sorry.
What was that?
Even offering hundreds, if necessary.
You would still be bound. That is your responsibility to fulfill that duty. That can't exist without a contract.
And then if I fulfilled that, then I'm free.
Free in what way?
From the contract, I would have my soul back.
No.
Oh.
But on occasion, I have been known to be generous. And if I'm satisfied with the time served with me, I have been known to release a soul or two every few hundred years.
All right. Well, let's talk details that don't involve the quill then.
Such as?
Shortening of Jesse's contract, and I exchanged some souls for the return.
This is of your mentor, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
All right. If I don't have the quill, 500 years for Jesse. If you bring me the quill, 100.
And how many
maybe
souls?
something else. Let's say this. If you bring me the quill, I will require no souls.
But if I don't?
Let me see. We'd need one for your resurrection. Then for Jesse, time served. I don't know. Maybe 150 souls.
It's a lot.
Is it? It is. Not that many, though, in the grand scheme of things, if you think about it. 150 is like pocket change.
One a week. 2.5 years, give or take. Maybe have a holiday here and there.
Sounds about right. It's quite generous.
Right, then. So I suppose the only thing that happens now is I have to agree to this.
Yes. And a handshake.
Do you intend to do anything to the people that said no to you today?
For a long time, I have wanted to kill Gibbs, but he entertains me so much that I just can't bring myself to do it. And Pedro's very fond of him, as much as he also annoys me. Unfortunately, Shaw is the one who has told me multiple times if anybody is going to kill Gibbs, it's going to be him. So I'll leave that there. However, I hadn't had a chance to speak to Nancy. I might anyway, just to mess with Gibbs, though. We'll see. As far as Sana goes, she doesn't need me to punish her. Her letting Francis go was quite enough of that. And she'll regret it for a very long time, I'm sure. So I don't even need to do anything with that. Ava, on the other hand, it's a shame.
It's a shame. What?
That she said no.
Right. In a sort of, I wish she was working for me as well. Shame, or is it a shame as in you're going to do something quite terrible to her?
I haven't really decided what I'm going to do. There's too many strategic opportunities with her. Let's just say it would be better if she were persuaded.
Right.
But at the time being, you all need to fulfill a very important task, and so I won't interfere with that.
And you would also, as part of my employment, sort out this missing friend issue for me, or give me information so I can follow that up.
Yes, consider that done.
Well, then I guess we're in business.
Very good. And he reaches his hand out to shake your hand. Do you shake his hand?
Crane pauses for a couple of beats and he shakes Hades' hand.
All right. You don't feel anything, but do you have gloves on, or is it just your bare hand?
They're like fighting wraps, so it's like the palm is like wrapped. They're almost like sort of bandaging around. Okay.
All right. It's how high is it up is like on the wrist, or is it mostly just around the palm?
It just goes up to like sort of above the wrist a little bit into the forearm. They're sort of tied tightly there. Okay.
Do you take them off? I hope you do eventually. Like at any point in the future, not right now, obviously.
Oh yeah, like he would like retie them nightly probably.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Good to know. Yeah. So you shake his hand. He smiles and nods, and well, welcome to the team.
Thank you.
Obviously, it's up to you if you decide to tell your other friends about our arrangement, but you can let Jesse know if you wish as well.
Right.
And we'll be in touch on when we find the waitress.
Yes. Do I get my mentor back? Do I have to get the souls before?
It will take some time for me to put it together.
Right, got it.
Of course, you're welcome to provide souls in the meantime.
We'll do, boss.
Thank you, Shepard.
Crane will like turn to leave.
Nobody's blocking your way, so.
Okay, he walks out.
All right. Let's swing over to Sana and Ava, who have pursued, or tried to pursue, rather, Francis Thornbottom.
Yeah. Okay, when we chase him out, like, do we see him? Where does he go?
Yeah, did they even let us leave?
They'll let you leave because you've already given your answers. However, somebody can. I guess it's not really take a risk. It kind of is in this particular case, given the narrative situation. Actually, it's going to be an investigate. So I can give you guys a combined roll result here. If you guys want. It has to be a visual thing or a metaphysical thing.
We choose between?
Yeah.
Let's do metaphysical, if you're okay with that, Sana.
Yeah, that works.
Okay. Do we get to use any tags, or are we just rolling?
Oh no, you can use a tag. You can use tags
okay.
between the both of you.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Then I will use I'm going to use self-reliance and confidence empowered. And then I'm also going to use my divination. I'm going to try to see.
Use, snooping around, aware of every tiny movement around me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll use those too.
Okay. So for this, this is a unique situation in that there's a special rule. You'll have to spend 3 clues to know where he is.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. So, that is going to be a no-go for Sana. I think that you're probably overwhelmed with some emotional state right now because of what happened. Do you want to use all 3 clues to find out where he went, Ava?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I will say that you don't physically see it, but you get the image in your mind.
Okay.
And the first thing that you see is like a man walking by. It's Francis. He walks around the corner of the warehouse down the way towards the harbor. And just before he reaches the ocean, a flame, a blue flame comes up out of the ground and he walks through it.
What? Okay. Oh.
What happened?
Sana, I don't think we're going to catch up to him. I feel like he's gone, but just for now.
He was just here.
I think he used magic.
Yeah, I think he also has powers, like us.
Okay. Okay, but hey, that's okay. We can still we'll find him. We'll get him. We'll get him.
I hope so.
Yeah. Listen, I think you did the right thing.
I hope so. Honestly, I don't even know.
Well, what would your husband say? I don't think he would want you enslaved to this dickhole for eternity.
You're right, actually. He wouldn't want that.
No,
But
and you don't want it.
Audio. That's back.
I think it.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did it
Muted out for a
glitch
second.
again? Like, yeah, because I can't hear you guys either when it does that. Okay. Well, you'd be separated for an eternity. I don't think you'd want that. I mean, I don't know what comes after or anything like that. I'm not claiming to know that, but if you could see him again, wouldn't you want to at least try?
Yeah. That's true. I know that this man is very evil and he could hurt other people. And now that he knows or he's seen me again, he might do something spiteful like he always does. And it just worries me.
Well, you're not alone.
Thank you, Ava. We should probably go back to the others and make sure
Yeah.
they're okay.
Let's just get out of here.
Yeah.
Get some food, go back to the hotel, and figure out what the hell we're going to do about this quill.
Yeah, because I have no idea what our next steps are going to be. I have no idea.
I think like by the time you get closer to where the car was parked outside the warehouse, there's some like, because Nancy and Gibbs left, right? Like we're probably by the car waiting for Crane, and I forgot Nancy was drunk. So sorry about this, but there's some yelling from her. Like she's like pacing and yelling at Gibbs about like, you hear the words controlling piece of shit. You hear not my real dad. Wow.
You don't know anything. He's talking right back because he's drunk as well.
Yeah, no, there's. I think we're like you hear how similar they are in like they're yelling at each other, like very much like two goats butting heads, right? But I think it's probably a lot because they're both drunk. Also, Gibbs don't drive drunk with a broken leg or whatever.
Crane had gone to exit the building and he sees that and he's sort of hovering, just like steps back into the doorway and he's like waiting for that to calm down before he steps out.
I see him, I shoot an accusatory finger towards him. You! What did you do?
What?
What did you do?
Nothing. What would I have done? Nothing.
Why is it your business what he does anyway? He's a grown man. He can make his own decisions, okay?
Yeah, and they affect all of us. What did you say to him?
I said, lovely place. Thanks for the hospitality. Lovely visit.
And that's all.
I would like to read his heart's desire, please. I want to see if he's lying. Is that like a change the game or an investigate? Oh, I think you're muted.
Thanks. Sorry, I keep forgetting the clicky click. Yeah, you'd have to change the game so that you can basically create the story tag to read him, but whatever defenses he has would be a minus to you. So, Crane, whatever you've got.
Probably just iron will, so maybe a minus one.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So I will use the reading heart's desire, and I will reach into my pocket and touch something, which will be my tokens that I will use, and then I'm going to use self-reliant, confident, empowered, and also his teeth to divine with. So I'm using that one, which I think puts me at a +5 because I don't want to lose this.
Oh boy.
Watch, I'm still gonna. What?
You rolled fake die. That's not right. That's definitely the wrong die.
I was like, how is that even possible? Oh, I there's a -1 there, so that's only an 11.
It's still a success.
Yeah. Okay. So what am I, Crane, when I'm feeling your desire for, whether you're accepting this or not, what am I getting from you?
Like emotionally, like would it be like, I think there would be a deep like regret there, but also a sort of a feeling of doing what needed to be done and also relief, if that's the kind of thing that you pick up on with the power.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so, okay. I don't say anything.
I think there's more yelling. That's very distracting.
You are just like your mother.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. That's very much the vein. We can probably flash, like, unless someone else has something to do here. Like, I think we could probably flash back to the hotel.
Yes.
That's fine. Also, Crane, please give yourself a permanent story tag of Lost Soul. That doesn't give you any negative things. It's just a story tag that you have. And yeah. All right.
Oh boy.
Hey. Yeah, so we make it back to the casino. Jesse was quiet the entire ride back, which is not something that normally happens.
I angry drunk drive the whole way home.
What?
Safe.
No.
Super safe.
I'll drive. I'll drive. You're not
Yeah,
driving.
you limp to the driver's seat, like you're
Yeah,
like
no.
wound, kind of bleeding a little bit, and it was just like, you piece of shit.
No. Get in the back.
I backseat angry drive.
Turn left here.
There.
No, this way's
Faster.
quicker. I know this place.
I've been here before. I've seen how many people sell their souls to this guy. What were you
Go past the
thinking?
big guy on that street and then you turn right.
So you guys make it back. There's nothing eventful that happens when you get there. And what's the plan now with you guys? Like, are you guys laying into Jesse? Are you laying into each other? Is everybody like separating?
Column
Like, what's
A, a little bit
happening?
column B, sort of a free-for-all melee. So, and don't think I've forgotten about you, Jesse.
I'm tired. I think I go back to my room. Oh, come
When
on.
I run out of energy, I sullenly drink and pout like a grown-up teenager.
Yep. Once most of the fighting is out, because I don't think there's anything really constructive which comes from the fighting.
Oh, no.
We just
No,
argue
no.
about everything.
It's
Gibson
mostly,
offers.
it's like cinematically, it's the audience realizing like how similar the two characters are in their attitudes, that they're both arguing with the same voice, like basically like putting your head against the wall. Like, we're hitting mirrors, right? That's what the moment is for. It's not for any kind of like construction or whatever.
Sana would be tired of hearing the fighting, and she would go in her room and shut the door.
All right. Sounds good. So I guess at this point we can fast forward to either the next day or later that evening. If anybody wants to montage, they're more than welcome to. But I think everybody's tempers need to dissipate, so to speak, in character before there's additional strategic conversation.
Can I montage? I want to know mechanically how you want to deal with the fact that Ava has kind of erased one of my weakness tags.
Okay.
Because the tag is debt to powerful people, and she paid it off.
Definitely.
So do you want
Now
me to
your
just
debt's to me.
do you want me to
Okay,
pick a different weakness tag, or
Usually when you resolve a weakness like that, you don't necessarily have to earn it back. If something in the story narrative creates a new weakness in place of that, though, you're welcome to take it. I don't know. There might be something like a dependence weakness in this particular case, because you now kind of owe Ava, even though she said you didn't. I don't know if you want it. It's a narrative choice.
Very much personally, it's it's not without strings in my mind.
Right.
Even if Ava's just whatever, for Nancy, that kind of money is not without strings. So
Right.
probably, I don't know if I want to term it a debt. Maybe Yeah, maybe it is like a debt. Maybe she's just gonna like try and pay Ava back. What do you want to like call that? Your mood.
Honestly, it's up to you. I think it has to be specific to Ava, though.
Yeah.
I don't think it can be a general.
Ava, what do you want to?
I mean, I think Ava would probably tell you they don't owe her anything. So,
well, yeah, but it's more like like Nancy wants to like the same way that Ava does. Like she wants to pay her own way, right? And you just erasing her debt. Like she still feels like there's an O there. So like,
oh yeah, of course, absolutely. I would change the weakness tag to. I don't. I guess I would do. I don't owe you anything, but it's about Ava, or don't accept her help. I guess. Yeah,
I can probably just write a short little thing about like
like either you're out to live her life so that you're equal, so that she owes you, or you want to do something like that for her, or you want to kind of not accept her help in the future, or any, that would be
okay. I
guess too.
Yeah.
Like if she offers you help, you immediately are like, no, I don't want to do that, because that's a weakness, right? Like not accepting help from a particular person. Yeah,
it's a weakness. Okay, cool. I changed it then. Yeah, so I guess that would be the attention would be on that logos. Just
that's fine.
Kind of like going to the bank, handling the like paying off the debt to the other people the whole time, feeling like super guilty.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool.
Sounds good. Anybody else want a montage?
Me.
Okay.
But I think I'm just yes, I would like to do I mean, let's be real. Ava would probably go and do her regular ritual of divining. But this time, I did want to try something. I want to see if it's possible, just possible. I don't want to actually do it. So I kind of like want to reach out into the void and see if I can find Sana's husband. And
I will let you and Sana say whether or not that's possible.
So what exactly are you trying to communicate with him, or just see where he is?
Yeah, I want to see. I'm assuming that he is dead. So if he's not actually dead, then this wouldn't work. So you can go ahead and tell me that wouldn't work.
He is dead, yes.
Yeah, okay. Then I would be reaching out to see if his soul is there and willing to talk. So like eventually, potentially Ava could be a medium for you to talk to your husband. So I want to kind of reach out and see if he'd be willing to do that, to come talk
I would
to you.
say yes, because the way he died was pretty tragic. He wasn't ready to leave this world, and so there's probably a lot kind of on his soul in that sense. And he didn't exactly get to say goodbye or have any closure. So if he had that opportunity by somebody reaching out, then it would absolutely, he'd be willing.
Okay. Cool. That's it. That's my montage.
Okay. Sounds good. Anybody else? Montages?
So I want to work the case on trying to find Thornbottom, but I don't know, Meta, if you would allow this, because I don't know if I have enough information, really. I'm thinking of what Ava saw, and I would assume she kind of relayed to me what she saw, and if I can use that as any sort of clue to how he disappeared, what he might be, where. It's kind of like a loose thing, so I'm not sure if I would be able to discover anything, but I'm just trying to think of what I know about him.
let me figure out a way for you to... What kind of power tags would be relevant? I know you're not actually rolling here, but I'm trying to come up with something real quick in my head.
So for this, I would say potentially always prepared. Maybe I've used snooping around a lot. I'm not sure if that would apply to this. Aware of everything around me. Yeah, I don't really have too many tags, so I think I would go with this.
Yeah, this is because it's a metaphysical thing. You're not going to be able to investigate in the traditional sense for something like this on a working the case. Now, if you were to explore your mythos some more, there might be a possibility on that front.
Okay. Maybe I'll
because this is not a traditional like detective investigator type of accessibility, if that makes sense.
Okay. So maybe I will explore my mythos then.
Okay. So let's do something along those lines. What would like? I guess what's the question for yours right now?
It is. Let me just. Do I not have it here on my character sheet?
I'm looking. People are caught in my gaze.
So mine are, yeah.
Oh, that was supposed to be a question.
Okay.
I just realized that. I was totally zoned out about it.
We could put this one on hold for now if you want. And
do you want to think about it some more?
Yeah, I think I'm going to think about it some more and how my mythos can help with this.
Okay, sounds good. What about Gibbs or Crane montages?
Yeah. Nothing for Gibbs, I don't think. He's just going to pass out in a hotel room.
Okay.
So Crane's gonna sit and he's gonna be doing his ritual of taking the wraps off to retighten them.
Yep.
I'm curious if he's gonna find something there after the shake.
Yes, he sure is. Is he doing this privately or is he like?
Yeah, he's in his room, sat on the end of his bed.
Okay. Yeah. Sana, do you have any problem with us doing your montage at the start of the next session?
Sure, we can do that.
Okay. Yeah, because we're kind of low on time, so I just wanted to see how much time.
Yeah.
Should I do his exploring mythos thing before he unties the wraps then? Because I wanted to do like a little...
Yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, you can do that.
Because I wanted to draw attention to his mythos, because I'm like one attention away as well. So he would be like...
Yeah.
As he's untying the wraps and looking down at his hands, he's like obviously like really in a hyper emotional state, thinking about his decision and like what he's just agreed to, and like flashing back to when he found his mentor in the gym, like in the ring in a pool of blood, and it's like interspersed with shots of a big black wolf on a chain, and it's like cutting between the two scenes. And as he unties the wraps finally, also the chain breaks, and it sprints off into the woods. And that's like his exploration.
I love it. That's so perfectly timed right now too. So I think that as you kind of conclude that ritual, when you look down on the interior part here of your wrist, a very faint marking of the symbol of Cerberus is on your wrist. Which Cerberus is a three-headed dog that guards the gates to hell. So, So I think that at that point, what you're gonna get is you've marked attention, which also levels you up in that theme book, right?
Yep.
I also am gonna give you a separate theme book for Cerberus, and we're gonna work that off on that offline.
Awesome.
But you're basically getting, for those of you in the audience, he now has access to certain abilities within what Cerberus could do. So we'll adjust that later. But He is the servant of Hades, after all, and the mythos
we don't have a
that
fucking soul.
Crane is. Yeah, so we will actually wrap it up there. I think that's a good cliffhanger. As our camera pans away from Crane looking at his hand, Jessie looks down and removes the leather glove that she has, and she looks at the symbol of Cerberus. And we will end there.
Awesome.
Wow.
Well, you know what they say about Cerberus being a three-headed dog. I wonder who's the other head.
Yep.
We got two.
Don't like any of this, but I love it so much. Holy shit, everybody. Well, hopefully you guys have enjoyed tonight's episode of City of Mr. King's Castle. Holy moly, cannot wait for next week. It's been too long since we're here, so it's been great to be back. We're here every Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern here on the live show. So definitely come and join us again next week to find out what happens. We're getting into the last couple of episodes of the season, and boy, am I stressed all of the time by this show. My blood pressure is rising. I'm not having a good time. I'm having an excellent time. If you haven't checked out City of Mist yet, you need to go and take a look at it. They've got some awesome new pre-orders, up to 30% off discounts on a bunch of their products right now. So go ahead, check them out, get yourself a PDF, get yourself a book, whatever it is that you like, accessories and more on cityofmist.co. But let's go around the cast and the crew. Did we enjoy ourselves tonight? And where can we find you guys online? Metamancer, it was a pleasure to have Pedro back with us today. How was that for you?
It was great. I love Pedro. He's fantastic. It was really nice to throw in some previous season stuff. I know not everybody understood all of it, but it was a nice little sprinkle for some of us who have been here from a previous campaign. And I very thoroughly have always enjoyed RPing as Anatoly because he's such a powerful character and just straight up, like, Gibbs's bullshit is pretty much the only kind of bullshit he tolerates, and just barely. But he is a very, very powerful character in the City of Mist. He's actually in the book, so if you guys ever are curious, like, what he's all about, just for your own out-of-character knowledge, he's Anatoly. He has an entire operation section in the avatars section. He is an avatar. He is not a rift. He is an avatar, full-fledged. So that goes for the audience as well, if you guys want to read, just to get a feel for who he is and what he's all about. He's got a much more expansive thing than I touched on, but definitely some of it's in there. But yeah, I'm very excited to see where the last few episodes go. You guys have a very big mission ahead of you. I have no idea what's going to happen. I'm dropping a lot of character bombs because the final episode always has to go out with as much epicness as possible. So we're leading up a lot of that, Cerberus being a huge clue to it. And there's just there's a lot concocted behind the scenes that I'm very excited to reveal over time. So you guys can find me on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Metamancer. I am actually, real quick plugging, my roleplay extension is launching this week. And I've been working on it for about a year. I did a full revamp and redesign, so it's much easier to use, and I'm really excited about that because it's been in early access since February of last year. So I'm very, very happy and excited. So if you guys don't mind following Roleplay EXT on Twitter, I can link it as well when the announcement goes live. And if you guys want to check it out and let me know and feedback and all that stuff. I've been working very hard on it, so that's one of my big things. And yeah, thank you guys for having me on the show.
Fantastic. That's awesome news. Great stuff. Mad Morph, what the hell was that?
I don't know. That is probably all-time top stressful character decision that I've had to make in roleplay, where I've been so hyper-aware outside of it in myself being a terrible idea, but knowing that it's what the character would do and for his kind of goals and his desires as well, and it being so perfect for him at the same time, but it's still just being such, like, even in gaming, like making moral decisions and stuff, just such a heavy decision in those moments where I was silent, just being like, am I actually about to do this? And then doing it. And I think I'm totally sold on it now with the montage at the end and the wrist reveal and everything. I'm so glad I did that, and I cannot wait to see where it takes the story. And this was like, I think the best episode so far today, because everything is just kind of falling together and being insane. It was so intense, and all of the characters had so much development and their personality on show and things coming out. It was brilliant. So I had an amazing episode. Cannot wait. How many have we got left? 2 or 3, I think.
I don't know.
Just see where it falls. But yeah, I'm Mad Morph. You can find me at twitch.tv Mad Morph. We're live 6 days a week. We're getting into some Atlas roleplay at the moment. Playing a little goblin pirate and doing some variety stuff as well. So go follow the channel up and check that out, or you can just catch up with us here and next week for the next episode.
Fantastic, amazing. Blue Jay, how was that tonight?
You're one of my favorite people to yell at, so take it as you will.
I hear that a lot. Yeah, that's funny.
I really enjoyed it. Nancy is just great. I have a habit of playing characters who are basically just bratty teens, so I mean, nothing different there. But I hope you guys are enjoying it nonetheless. It's always fun to explore the characters' backstories, especially like other characters' stuff, like with Sana today. That was really fun. I am so happy that Crane sold his soul. I could not be happier, honestly. And if Anatoly likes when Gibbs yells at him, it's probably for the best that he didn't get to meet with Nancy, because it would have just been fucking more of the same.
Like you can find father, like daughter.
I mean, that's the whole reason why this started, was because we were characterizing each other similarly, and someone in chat was just like, but yeah, if you like, I don't know, spunky teenagers, even though I'm 29, so not a teenager, you can find me at twitch.tv/BlueJay or on Twitter at BlueJay_712.
Amazing, fantastic. Miss Magitech, it was great to have you back today, and boy, that was a tough choice for Sana. How was that?
Yeah, that was a tough choice, and it's funny because I have a habit of making characters in other campaigns. In our main work D&D campaign, my character has made many deals. She made a deal with the devil, with an evil goddess, and lots of different things. And so I'm sitting here like, oh man, this is a different character, and she has different motivations. And at the end of the day, I think Sana is a good person. So that's kind of what. And I honestly, even Ava's talked with her, kind of was like a good influence on her, and I think made her realize that no, this is not the right way to go about this, and that's what stopped her from making that deal. But it was extremely tempting, especially with him right there in front of her. Like, I'm just thinking about it, the man you've been hunting for all of these years is right in front of you. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was over. When you walked in and he was there, I was like, oh, that's it, man. She's going to kill him and the deal's going to be done.
I know. It was,
but yeah. I'm glad. I'm like, it's interesting that Sana was able to, yeah.
Yeah, that was a very intense moment. But
cool.
I live for those moments in characters. So it was really awesome. Yeah. And yeah, but thank you guys for another really great session. My name is Tracy, also known as Miss Magitech. You can find me twitch.tv/MissMagitech or on Twitter. Twitter is probably easier because my schedule's all over the place right now. But yeah, that's me. Thanks, guys.
Aren't you doing a panel at PAX or something? Is that what I saw? Not to make you shout yourself out, but
potentially, yes. It's not. Yeah. I won't. It's not PAX South, but PAX East. Actually, I won't be at PAX South.
Okay. But, I'm going to PAX East. Can we meet in person?
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes, we need to.
Okay. Have some ramen.
I already met Blue Jay, and now I can meet UPV. So
yay!
Amazing. And PV.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a big episode for
oh my gosh, was it ever? Yeah. Oh my goodness. I think the tragedy of that whole episode, at least for Ava, is that even though she grew closer to Sana, it was out of a fear of not being controlled by someone. Like, her encouraging Sana was basically just justifying her reason for saying no, which was a little bit weird, but also I think in the end it's good for Sana, I hope. So yeah, it's just crazy. And the whole thing with Crane, oh my god. So good and totally in character. 100% did not surprise me. I was like, darn it. But I also knew, yeah, that makes sense. Doesn't surprise me at all. So it was great. It was, oh, right. Well, I'm Pumpkinberry. You can find me at twitch.tv/Pumpkinberry or Twitter of the same handle. And I love roleplay. I do it like 5 times a week. So come check out that if you're interested. Nah. Okay, I'm done. I don't know what happened there.
That's great. I enjoyed that.
Oh wait, Lucy's gonna come and visit me.
I'm gonna be there next week. Yeah. Wait. Next week I have it on my
next
bullet journal.
Friday.
On Friday. Yeah. So
Yeah.
after the show on Thursday, I'm gonna pack up to go visit PB.
Nice.
Oh shit,
We'll take lots of pictures.
Yeah, you live in Toronto. Yeah.
Oh shit, I just remembered that.
We should get ramen.
Should we get ramen?
Ramen or
That sounds
pancakes,
amazing.
whichever.
One of the
Yeah,
two.
that's right, yeah. Incredible. Awesome. Well, yeah, we're back next week for more of the King's Hustle. Tomorrow, what's happening tomorrow? Oh, yeah, we've got 3 new shows premiering on the channel. First of which is The Wheels of War, which is a Greyhawk D&D campaign, which is going to take you back a little ways. And then we have Actung Cthulhu, a new show as well, episode 1 at 5 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Eastern. I've got my new show, which is Zweihander, Black Hearts, which starts to be like some grim and perilous Warhammer-style RP, then come along at 8 o'clock for that. But until next time, my friends, try not to roll too many now ones because we want to be here laughing when you do. Good night, everybody. Bye.